If the start of the fall deluge of games has you itching for a life of digital crime, and we wouldn't blame you, you're in luck because Mafia III is out next week. The open-world action game drama from Hangar 13 and 2K Games promises a bold new entry for the series with its fictionalized version of New Orleans set in the turbulent 1960s. Considering the last game came out 6 whole years ago in 2010 and the original Mafia came out 8 years before that in 2002, it'd be understandable if Mafia 3 is your introduction to the franchise. We've put together a little primer for anyone interested in Mafia 3 so you can find out everything you need to know about the series before the game drops. It's impossible to talk about Mafia without talking about a game that clearly served as the series' inspiration, Grand Theft Auto. However, there are a few critical differences that help it stand apart. Like Grand Theft Auto, Mafia 3 is known for its open-world gameplay, which puts players in the role of someone rising through the ranks of the criminal underworld in fictional recreations of American cities. The Mafia games similarly tend to deal with themes of revenge, redemption, and the bloody world of organized crime. However, one big difference in Mafia's open world is that you must obey traffic laws when traversing the game's sprawling maps. Going too fast, hitting cars, or running stoplights could all result in police chases and even citations. The previous Mafia games prided themselves on driving authenticity rather than more arcadey action the way the Grand Theft Auto games do. That being said, Mafia 3 seems to take more inspiration from the Steve McQueen era of the 60s with more Hollywood-style driving. At this point, it's still unclear whether or not the traffic laws are going to be a part of the new game. Another thing that separates the Mafia games from GTA is that while GTA tends to lampoon modern American culture at the time in which it's released, Mafia games are set in a particular historical setting. Mafia 1 was a 1930s Depression-era tale in Lost Heaven, a fictionalized combination of San Francisco and Chicago. Mafia 2 focused on a World War II era story set in Empire Bay, a city that borrowed from parts of New York, LA, Boston, and Detroit. Meanwhile, Mafia 3 takes things to the Vietnam era of the 1960s and puts the protagonist, a war veteran named Lincoln Clay, into New Bordeaux, a city inspired by New Orleans. After serving in Vietnam, Clay returns back to his life with the Black Mob in New Bordeaux, and the game starts with his adopted family being betrayed and killed by the Italian crime lords, the Marcanos. Clay is left for dead, but survives through the kindness of a priest. When he awakens, he rebuilds the mob and recruits other crime bosses to help him exact revenge on the Marcanos. And you mostly do that by killing Mafia members, making money, and doing missions across New Bordeaux. There are all types of missions and mini-modes you can tackle throughout the game's playable area, such as races, robberies, interrogating informants to learn the whereabouts of high-ranking bosses, and straight up taking out gang hideouts with tons of firepower, all to the game's raging 60s soundtrack. In terms of updated gameplay mechanics, the big focus of Mafia 3 is on improved cover-based shooting. Players will have the option to move through the game's missions via stealth, but the shooting mechanics have been overhauled for the sequel to give players a variety of military-grade options for dealing with the mob. I mean, it makes sense since he's a vet. There's also an emphasis on brutal hand-to-hand combat. The structure of the game and its missions is built around New Bordeaux's 10 districts, which can be conquered by taking down various mob bosses. After you take over a district, you can assign one of Clay's associates to run the district in the old mob boss's place, giving the game a management aspect of sorts. Who you choose will affect the perks you receive and the types of income they bring in for that district. For instance, one of your associates gives you access to a character who can bring in a squad of killers to provide backup muscle on your missions. Meanwhile, another associate has a perk that upgrades your health bars. If you're wondering if you'll be left out of the game's story, well, this new entry is friendly to brand new players with only loose connections to the previous games. That connection comes in the form of Vito Scaletta, the main character from Mafia 2 and one of Clay's crime boss associates that he recruits to his cause. Similar to Clay, Vito was a war veteran and returned from World War II to join up with the Mafia, like everybody in this universe does apparently. As this is about 17 years after the events in Mafia 2, Scaletta is a little bit older than he was in the previous game and is serving the Marcano family in New Bordeaux because he got exiled from Empire Bay due to the events of Mafia 2. And that takes care of everything you need to know before you go out and pick up Mafia 3. Let us know if you plan on picking up the game down in the comments and whether or not you played any of the previous games. Also, if you have any helpful hints or information for other prospective new players, let us know that too. For future breakdowns on upcoming new releases, make sure you like this video and subscribe to The Know.
I don't know. Have you guys played Elite Dangerous at all?
I have it installed. People keep saying I need to play it because I love that kind of game, and I just haven't launched. I need to get.
It's one of those games that's like it is a space sim and not just a space game. Kind of like Horizon versus Motorsport. Like there's so much depth and detail to like every little system that they have that it's intimidating to get into. I don't even know where to start. Like if you read the subreddit, it like you just go to any thread and it feels like you're reading Chinese because they're saying like like half of the words they're saying and the rest of them you're like I don't know what this relates to.
It is. I mean, it very much. There was a lot of people that drew a parallel between it and the space sections of No Man's Sky, only deeper, obviously.